Hi, we're group number 1. The members are Malte, Juan, Daysi, Ines, Ahmed, Marin, and I, Brooke. We're gonna do different exercises to show how our leadership styles apply to them, and we're actually gonna talk about how we think our leadership styles are as well. According to the dictionary carried out by Wilson Marston, different personality traits are being identified. These are dominance, influence, steadiness, and complainance.
This test result can be categorized and identified in a business sector of choosing the adequate person to a specific job.
Alright, so the big five are basically like the DISC test, a test to identify leadership traits. And basically the big five, as it implies already, has 5 factors, which with the first one is openness, which basically says or tells about the person that he's very curious about things, likes a variety of experience, and is very creative. Then the second one is extroversion, which basically means the person is highly energetic, sociable, and a positive thinker. And the third one is conscientiousness, and basically that means that a person is very disciplined, organized, and dutiful.
We also have neuroticism, which is the kind of person that are emotional stable. They can control their emotions and impulses. And we also have the agreeableness, which is the compassionate and cooperative personalities.
Okay, now we're going to explain each one of the members' personal traits. We decided not to do it to explain our own personal traits. We decided to make to talk about our colleagues. So each one of us is going to explain with examples or activities we have done in the classroom to explain the traits of each one of the members.
I'm going to talk about Ahmed and his leadership style, and in order to do so I'm going to use his DISC results, which basically were 39% in dominance and 41% in influence, which are the highest 2 ones he had. That means his main trait was obviously influence and supportive trait was dominance. That categorizes him into an action type of leader, which means he wants to get things done, very result-oriented, initiative. And he basically showed that to us in the group when we had the exercise of cutting with the scissors a circle into a paper, fitting at least 2 members of our group. And while the rest of us were struggling actually with that exercise because we didn't really know how to cut it, Ahmed took the initiative, took over because he had some ideas and tried like 3 times until he eventually got the circle done and accomplished what we couldn't do. And therefore that actually shows pretty much very well that he tries to get things done. He's very independent and doesn't necessarily need the group to tell him what to do, but he takes things in his own hands and wants to finish.
I'm going to be talking about Daysi. Daysi's DISC results showed 47% dominance, 30% influence, 18% steadiness, and finally 5% complaints. This result is actually portrayed in Daysi's actions. Daysi is a very active and thoughtful person. She can always come up with new ideas. However, she is also very flexible, using other people's ideas. If Daysi becomes a leader, she will make a very good democratic leader. This is because while working with a group, Daysi does not strive for individual success. She does what benefits the group. And while working for groups, that's exactly what you need.
I'm gonna talk about Juan. During all the group activities, his interaction has been really influential in the time of decision making. As his DISC show, he's highly dominant. that's why he's always positive and willing to support all the activities. He's always trying to be the center of attention, and he always like to other people to hear what he has to say. That's why he might sometimes seem like arrogant, but at the time of the action, he's actually really passive and calm, and he's always willing to help other group members. So I think he'll be a good leader because he has shown us in different situations that he can handle it and make us laugh at the same time.
Hello, I'm gonna talk about Brooke. Brooke is an observer of the practical needs around her and will take action to meet those type of needs. Moreover, Brooke has a high energy level and can always find energy to do any type of job. Brooke keeps wheels of progress rolling, and generally she will do anything to be successful. She feels that the answer for most of her problems is to take action rather than do an analysis. She generally prefers to be the support person or part of the team rather than be the upfront leader doing a presentation.
Hi, I'm gonna talk about Ines. Ines is the kind of person that I think she has everything what it takes to be a leader. In the past, she was the president of her class, and this gave her legitimate power over her friends and classmates. She also had some reference powers from her teacher, and at home, she uses kind of autocratic power. She's also very she also uses her coercive powers to manipulate her little brothers, but it's just to do what she wants. I'm gonna talk about the big five, the traits, and here we are. She first has a confident personality, and she's very outgoing. At the same time, she's friendly and docile. By docile, I mean like she listens to what everybody has to say, and then she speaks out her opinion. She's disciplined, and I see this when she has all her homeworks. In the through their activity, she showed to be very calm, and this also shows how she emotional stable is. In her intellect, she's always aware of the activities of the group, which I think is a very smart attitude for a leader.
I'm going to talk about Marine. Marine got the highest score for steadiness. This percentage test was quite reliable for her because she was the most patient person within the group and she was well temperate. I also think she was a good member because she was involved in all the activities we did in class. For instance, one day we were doing the paper ring exercise and she took the initiative to do the case study. Even though the leader said that some people should do the case study, he didn't say who should do it. So she has done the task herself to make sure that it was done. Marin describes herself as affiliative and democratic. I think she's right because she's a very nice person, so when she communicates with people, people feel comfortable talking to her, and so they express themselves better and they give their opinion on the situation.
I'm going to introduce our group leader, Malti, and try to describe what kind of leader he is from my own point of view. I believe that his leadership style is relationship-oriented. In my opinion, Malti is the type of leader who would rather value the good climate within the group in the first place than the completion of the task itself. I'm not saying that he does not value achievement, but he's in favor of a strong group dynamic. Consequently, this will allow for a good cooperation and collaboration amongst the group members, and thus contribute to strengthen common vision and more effectiveness to achieve our goal. Moreover, I also think that Malti does not have only one leadership style. I think that he's both affiliative and authoritative. Even though we only did a few tasks together over the 5 past weeks, I noticed that he likes to meet the deadlines and to organize the task. When we did the paper ring cut and the case study on week 2, he insisted on dividing the group, so some people were figuring out how to cut the paper while the others were finishing up the case study. Then I think he's affiliative because he interacts with every member of the group. He's very friendly and pays attention to everybody's voice. He's available and encouraging, so it makes it very easy to go to him and communicate with him as well as with the others. When we completed this personality test, Malti was the one who got the highest score in influence.
Hi, so basically now we're gonna do the brick game, which is an activity we find out to build the trust into our leaders and actually see how they manage to lead each one of the members. So that's what you're gonna see next.
Straight. Go straight. That's not straight. I'm on the right here. Okay, cool. Go a little bit further. Now, right. A step right. Left. Yes. Come on, voice fine.
I can't see, Brooke.
I know you can see, but you're supposed to hear.
Straight. Left.
Okay, I'm waiting in a tree, Malti.
Left. Straight, left. And now it's getting very tight. Left. Yeah.
Little lighter. A little bit more. Great. Very done.
Yeah.
Malti was giving me the directions. He wanted me to speed up in most of the times, even though some of the directions weren't right. So he was surely a kind of a dominant leader, forcing me to go faster and expecting me to do well, even though I did not see the thing before, which was quite challenging and put a lot of pressure on me.
Fun was giving me the investigations. He was supportive, passive, and tolerant. During the activity, he was speaking very slow, so I could understand. He was really present, and he was calm when he was speaking, so I wasn't freaking out.
Oh.
So I've done the brick game with Brooke. She guided me through the half of the brick, and apparently I couldn't manage to do as I was told. I was about to fall, so she came and rescued me. I think Brooke is kind of coercive in a way because she likes when things are well done, and she got upset at me because I couldn't actually go the right direction she was telling me.
After exploring and applying different leadership styles and theories, such as the DISC test and the Big Five, and actually practicing them in the exercise of the scissor cutting and maze, our group came to the conclusion that it is not most important to have the best leadership qualities, so therefore being dominant, active, or very social, but rather to have the ability to create a trusting environment in which each member of the group actually has the feeling that he can speak his mind freely without anyone cutting the person down. So therefore we decided that we're going to go with Kurt Lewin's statement of all behavior is the product of an interaction between the person and his own his or her environment. Therefore any theory, including leadership theories, must be examined both by the person, so therefore the leader or the person, the member, and the situation itself. Thank you very much.